It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and we'll see the Dreadnoughts Offensive Player of the Year. He's been a quarterback's best friend, nearly 1,300 yards receiving on the year. It's the Dreadnoughts and the Bucs, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
Now the Michigan man, Jake Moody, to get us started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And for how good he is throwing the ball, it's his running that makes him so dangerous. He had a couple of touchdowns on the ground in last week's game, so we'll see what they dial up for him for this one.
5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play with one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards. It's a first down.
And the Buccaneers first down.
Now back to throw. Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that will bring up second down. That catch, by the way, kind of noteworthy. It's number 764 in his career. Ties him with Hall of Famer James Lofton.
And he's done it just as James Lofton did in his career. Smooth.
Here's 2nd and 8. A short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, second down. When you look at this defense, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out, they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
And all the way inside the 15. Him. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. He'll look to throw. This to Laporta, right side. Touchdown! Sam Laporta, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And bottom line, when you're the starting QB, what is it?
Get the W.
Get the W.
They did that last week.
Got that done. Wasn't always pretty. There were some great moments. He threw 4 touchdown passes.
We got to eliminate those mistakes.
Got to take care of that, because otherwise that could come back and bite him in another ball game.
They go play action here on first down. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown! A great play there. 58 yards. And the Dreadnoughts are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Jake Moody now for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Second down, here's Davis Price. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, pressure comes and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Looking to throw. Complete. Jefferson the target. So nothing doing there. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. He'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll set up to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that number 1 seed? And
this is where the mental fortitude comes to play.
Fights through and now a crease. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 23 yards, the final tally.
Good job there getting his tight end involved, because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 30. 7-7, our score after 1. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Hands it off out of the gun. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 52 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Back to throw here. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And his guys have taken the lead. Moody good with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He gets this one to Davis Price. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. They'll drop to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, they see him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They think he can win every battle.
They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And this return's going to go backwards about 8 yards, but the interception is good, and they have the football. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 2nd down and a yard. On play action, they'll throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Finding space at the 40. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a big play there on 3rd down. 49 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. A big play there. 44 yards. And the Dreadnoughts have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Moody good with the extra point. And it's now 21-7. Just a 4-play drive that time. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look at a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. We'll see what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On 3rd down, here's Davis Price. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fielded at about the 28. And 8. after a punt of 47.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
These two teams matching up for the second time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from that.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
And that one to the right side and incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He's going to let this go. Back in the end zone.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down.
And the Dreadnoughts will extend their lead here just before halftime.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Now Moody for the PAT.
He knocks it through. It's 28-7. 5 plays there on that drive.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So, well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And this offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going. And in an afternoon where just about everything's gone right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots it.
And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
He's going to let this one go deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35.
4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
He gets it to Hunt on the crosser.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A very solid gain of 27. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season.
And the Dreadnoughts take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half.
The CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. And that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now. They'll look to throw here.
Gets it out wide to Davis Price.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 1st down Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
A lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the 3rd quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard, because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Back to throw again.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They're going to look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. They'll look to throw.
Throw out wide is incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Looking to throw. That ball caught by Campbell. And knocked him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. Now back to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. It's a big play there. 55 yards.
Boy, this has just been an offensive clinic. It's seemingly been one big play after another, and add this one onto the list. When you can bite off more than half the field on one play, things are definitely working in your favor.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Throw left side complete. That's Hunt. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
They'll try to run this one. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And the return will stop right around the 25. And Brent, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been in a lot of practice. Some is practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling, maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down. Back to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
They'll look to throw again.
That's to the tight end, Laporta.
A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 2nd and 6. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to air one out. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to let it go again. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
And he steps out of bounds all the way up at the midfield stripe.
It's a big play there on 3rd down. 41 yards. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Now a play fake here on first down. Buying time to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped. What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they snap him short of the first as he can only get to the 20. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be fourth down.
Let's go now. Panther 11, Panther 11.
And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Come on, guys. Let's make a play here. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Back to throw here. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
19 Tiger.
Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Extra point try now for Moody.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive spans 13 plays.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll drop to throw.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw.
This to Laporta, right side.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, possession switches hands. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this one up to about the 23.
89 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Second down and 4.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more.
This is caught inside the 15. And the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Here's the option.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Now Moody for the PAT.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. That time a 6-play drive and a 9-yard run on the end of it.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. Back now comes Tampa Bay. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and.
Well, this game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one. Tip your cap to them for a really impressive effort.
Yeah, and you know, as the game went on, I think the defense kind of got together and said, you see our guys on offense, they're just putting up point after point. We need to leave our mark somehow, too, and they